Podcast. Right, we're on.
Oui.
Yeah, so at Ag with the fucking security guard trying to get this room.
Well, what, because they're closing at 6 or whatever?
Yeah, like, you're closing at 6. I was like, no, I emailed. So they said I could have it after. So I could show you the email if you want, and they thought I was bluffing. So, go on then. There was an accent, but I won't do it.
Let's not do that.
So then afterwards, he was like, okay, yeah, we'll lock everything up and you just unlock everything and tell us when you're gone.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. And then when I got in here, there was someone who actually works in this bit.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I don't know anything about this. It's my first day. And I was like, oh no, I've cleared it all. It's fine.
Yeah.
And they went, oh, I'm leaving now. I don't know whether should I leave you a key or... I was like, you could do. But
don't get this guy fired on his first day.
It's your first day.
Yeah. That would be nice. I would love to go get it cut quickly.
Yeah, just wait there a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, so
well, we're here now.
danger averted.
We're here now.
We're here.
Ooh.
What?
Work email, massage bookings.
Different job now, man.
I know. It's bullshit. Well, this job doesn't offer massages, does it?
Don't know.
Fucking knew you'd do that as well. I fucking knew that you'd do that. Oh, God.
First time doing it face to face.
No. It's whatever happens.
Perks, isn't it?
I mean, podcasts are all about chemistry. Oh, not suitable for children.
No. Anyway, you right?
Yeah, I'm alright. Fine. Actually, today was a shit day.
That could not be more poetic.
I wonder if the mic picked it up.
Of course it did. It's right next to it.
Oh, shit.
Today could not be any worse. Glug. From the bottle, no less.
From the bottle. Started from the bottle. Now we're here. Yeah, people just getting on my fucking nerves today. Like,
I was the same. My first day back. And it was a struggle.
Yeah.
It was an absolute slog. Because even like walking to the station from home, it's like a 5-minute walk. It felt like it took forever. Like one foot after the other. It's like, what is this life?
How long is this fucking road? Your road is not the shortest of roads.
Anyway, shall we start? So, hope you enjoyed that theme tune. It took me all of 20 minutes to make.
Yeah, well, either it's a really shit theme tune or you're extremely gifted.
I'm going for the latter, mate.
You would.
Because I am.
Yeah. I mean, gifted, special, interchangeable.
But, I mean, to be fair, even when you first heard it...
Nah, I was impressed. I was very impressed. Like, it hit the nail on the head.
I couldn't stop laughing at it. Just purely because how long it took me and how good I thought it was. But we'll... whether it stays that way, we don't know.
Yeah.
We can put it to the public.
Nah, I think it's good. You either like it or you don't. Fuck you. You can't have everything your own way.
No, you can't.
Which is something which I want to see less of in 2020. People being placated. You're not always going to like stuff, so fuck off.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. That's been swimming around in my head about what I want to see and what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
I made a list.
So did I. It just turned into a list of things I don't want to see. It turns out there's nothing that I really want to see. Just fucking end it all now, mate.
But how was your 2019 anyway?
It was alright, actually. It was a good year. Like, 2018 was a banging year for me. Like, new job, things move forward. Like, after like a good few years of like fucking facing certain doom of just fucking turning into one of those guys that just goes to work to provide for his family and hates his job. I was like, 2019, I think I came into my own a bit, made the job my own, a bit more confident, stuff like that. That was the main thing for me. It was good. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, it was up and down. Work-wise, I hate it. But I get to take the piss a little bit.
And they pay you very well to hate it.
They pay me
No,
very
you
well.
know.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hate it, but I won't be able to take the piss as much as I do here anywhere else.
Exactly. But this is the thing, you need to... It's a balance, right? Because at my job, I couldn't take the piss and they weren't paying me well, so there was no perks there. There was no perks at all. But, yeah, now this new job now, I enjoy it. Oh, I can take the piss a bit. We'll throw it around. But yeah, I think 2020, some definite move forwards need to be. What do you want more of in 2020?
Well, 2019 was kind of the year where I finally felt that the world has gone insane.
Okay.
When you see fucking eggs getting how many likes on Instagram, and
But surely part of you liked the fact that an egg got more likes than Kylie Jenner. Come on. Like, I would rather follow an egg than Kylie Jenner.
If there's a part of me that likes that, I don't know where it is. Because the whole of me hates all of that shit. I have no social media presence.
Yeah, I noticed you've pulled completely back, which is going to be great for, keeping up with current events for this podcast.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've got Twitter for this podcast, and I'm shit at it. Like, I'm hardly on it because it just winds me up.
I need to log in because...
I mean, I've muted words such as politics, Brexit, Boris Johnson, all that sort of nonsense. I never want to hear ever again. Muting something on Twitter, it makes your life even better. I'm telling you. Try it.
I've not, over the past, since the turn of the year, I've been actively trying to increase my social media presence.
So
just opposite. Not being, yeah, pretty much. Because before, I've got all these social media accounts, I wouldn't do fuck all with them. So now I'm trying to be more interactive, get into good practice, especially for the pod and stuff now, throw some funny stuff out there. Yeah, it's been all right. I think in the first week of January, I've had more interaction with people, liking and retweeting, than I've had in the whole entirety of having Twitter. And we're only talking about 20 interactions.
I'm seeing you've liked a lot of things.
But in terms of, just people liking my stuff, I was like, oh. I mean, yeah, like I say, it's about 20 likes over the course of a week, which is, that's viral numbers, right?
20.
20. I'm not even in the teens, bro. I'm not even high teens, bro. I'm talking 20. But, but that's the thing. As bad as it gets, it does get fucking hilarious. I want to see more, the funny stuff. Come on. The fact that brutal threat of war aside, these World War III memes are fucking fire. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. When every tweet on the timeline is fucking hilarious. Those are the times that you love it.
I have seen a few that are quite funny.
That's what I want to see more of. More viral funny shit. Less viral people fucking... everybody says that. Same thing. Same fucking social media thing. And it's never going to happen. It's just going to be 50-50 probably.
Yeah. I tell you what I don't expect to happen in 2020.
Yeah.
To see the end of it. Based on the whole threat of war and that.
This is the thing though.
Considering what's happened this morning with the airbase attack.
Yeah, but this is the crazy thing because we're all laughing and making these jokes, but people in the Middle East, this is not new to them.
No.
Most likely, if war does break out, it's not going to touch us.
No.
And it's them that's going to be fucked. Because notice there ain't many tweets coming out of Iran about that feeling when you get drafted. There's not. Nobody's making those jokes. There's genuine please take this seriously. It's fucked up as well. It is completely fucked up. And I don't feel guilty enough not to laugh, but I do feel guilty sometimes for laughing because even if war does break out, I'm probably too old to be drafted right about now. My medical's not coming through anyway.
Yeah.
I'm Steve Rogers at the beginning of Captain America. That's me. And if they invent that serum, I'm not taking it.
Somebody get that man a sandwich.
But I do want to see more viral hilarity.
I don't.
Less people going viral is one of the things I listed.
What? Yes, because... one thing I do see on Twitter that really annoys me, and I'm literally every time I see it, I'm like, who actually gives a fuck about that? It's royal updates. I saw one today. The royal family refused to comment on whether Prince Harry and Meghan will move to Portugal or wherever it was.
Mate.
What?
But the thing is, and the thing that annoys me about that is, there's people that want that.
I know.
Like, they're just giving people what they want, but it annoys me that people want that. And it's fucking... No, I completely agree with you. I don't ever want to hear about the royal family again. It's that's something that, don't want to see out of 2019. Because also, as well, it's like the most blatant, unabashed form of racism, madness, like, ever. Like, and gingerism, I suppose, but... But, like, I don't give a fuck about what the royal family do. Like, smile, bring in that tourist money, shut the fuck up.
We won't hear the end of it, though, because of this whole Prince Andrew thing, but...
No.
But that's for another day.
That's for the paedophile episode.
Coming soon.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, volume 1. It's that fire mixtape.
Yo, my name is Epstein. I wasn't too keen.
Well, I just want bare skits. It's just recording of him just talking about random stuff. There's nothing even to do with the whole case or whatever. No, but for me, people going viral, it's not even people going viral. I don't mind people going viral, but if you're going to try and make a career out of that, please give it some thought and have some talent. Just because you've gone viral, it doesn't mean that you automatically need to bring out a song. You don't bring out a song just because you went viral, because you went viral for something that wasn't even music related.
Do you know what the one thing that comes to mind with that?
What?
You've got no fans. Man had a hit single, toured clubs all over the country.
But how are you touring? But no, the other one was fucking, why are you coming fast?
Oh,
30. Bro, why are you bringing out you did not get famous for anything to do with music.
You were annoyed in that situation.
Yeah. To be fair,
you were the victim.
It feels disingenuous now because, like, you can't even be annoyed at that anymore because it made you so famous for a hot minute. But, like, if you're gonna be viral, like, be viral, have your little moment, and then carry the fuck on with your life. Please, we don't need you to try and build a career out of it. Which brings me to another thing that I like: no more celebrity by proxy, please. Like, the terms in fact, fuck celebrity at all. Respect people for their craft or whatever, but...
Well, that's not going to happen though, is it?
No, of course it's not. It's not going to, because people fucking lap it up. And, like, the fact that you can do fuck all and become a celebrity now brings everybody that little bit closer to the dream. But I was fucking like, that Love Island winter special. It's like, so-and-so's the sister of so... So? I don't give a fuck. She's never done anything in the world, in her life. I'm pretty sure somebody on there, like, once dated somebody that might have been famous for a second. Like a League 2 footballer or something like that. Like that, come on, stop it. Please. Genuinely, please.
Yeah, when it gets to the point where it's this person sent a message to someone who was on something for being famous for knowing someone.
That's it. Like, like, if I cannot recognise you, then you don't count.
Yeah.
You know, if you've not done something that's amazing enough for me to be like, I know who you are, then no, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you indeed.
Like,
what about in terms of entertainment?
I do actually have one for this. No more tragic backstories, please. In movies. I don't give a fuck about villains' motivation. I genuinely don't. You're there to serve one purpose, which is to be defeated.
It's very one-dimensional of you.
No, it was a novel idea when it was first started, but now every fucking villain was, but only if things had gone differently. I don't want to empathise with them. Fuck them. I want them to die. Or at the very least, end up in the fucking jail to break out and do it all again in the sequel. Like, I don't give a fuck whether your mum slapped you around the head with a frying pan. I don't. Like, the tragic backstory thing is just so played out.
Do you not think it makes the story a bit boring though?
No, I mean, I don't mind backstory. I don't mind backstory, but it doesn't always have to be tragic.
Yeah.
Just they were a prick. That could be their backstory. They were a fucking dickhead, and they decided they wanted to do this, that, and the other.
Do you know what I want more of? I want more of villains winning. That would be great.
Yeah, certain villains. Yeah, I've always wanted a movie where or like a series of movies where the hero dies and then somebody else comes along to be the next, and they finally defeat the villain. But like at least 5 or 6 people get fucked up.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like James Bond gets killed, and then the next guy comes and takes over his place. Then the next guy, and the next guy, and then they finally defeat him. But they were losses. They took some heavy L's. Like
that was the one complaint about Marvel villains, wasn't it? It's just that they're just there to serve a purpose, just to get you onto the next film.
But that was always like that was comic books.
I know that, but like in terms of having a different story, like you said, I want my villain to be fucking undefeatable. I want him to be world champion of the world of just being a cunt, like.
Oh, no, like I think they did it right with Thanos. He still got bit. He won for a bit. He was on top for a bit.
Yeah. Do you not
Like-
think there's part of you that would think like if the Infinity Saga ended at the end of Infinity War, you'd be like, that was fucking good.
To be honest, if I didn't know there was something else coming, if they were like, "Yo, this is going to be the last film,"
yeah.
I'd have been pissed in the beginning, but I'd be like, "No, actually," because Infinity War was a fucking excellent. It was a great movie, and like you didn't really see any of the fallout either.
No.
Which it just was like, "Nope, that's done."
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. But villains win in real life way too much. We need something to take us off of this. Like,
Nah, it's real life, bruv. That's it.
no, but I don't go. And this is the thing that fucks me off. I don't go to cinema for real life. Like all this stuff where, like, oh, it should be more realistic. It should be no. Like fucking superhero movies. We're talking about a dude that punches through concrete fucking walls. I'm not really looking for
You can't
fucking
do
common
that.
sense. What? Not anymore. Like, man's let it slip. I ain't been gym for the past couple of weeks, innit? But nah, I don't get this whole idea that like, all right, there's films that are out there mirroring real life. That's cool. Do that. But like fantasy, action, adventure, like I don't give a fuck if they mirror real life or real life problems. I'm there to escape from my problems. That's the exact reason I'm sitting in that cinema in the first place. Like,
I'll go to cinema just to watch things happen that happen in real life. Don't do that. No?
that's why I play Sims. I mean, yeah. What do I want to? I don't even know if there's anything I do want to see more of in cinema. To be honest, I mean, I'm always down for a new superhero movie. You know, I love comic book stuff, but you know, we're at a point now where it's so readily available. I'm just like, all right, when it comes, it comes. I'm not like, oh, I'm not even that hyped for the next phase of Marvel. I need to see something to kick it off.
Do you reckon there'll be something at the end of Black Widow that does that?
Probably they're gonna. Black Widow is gonna guarantee 2 things. There's gonna be a little setup, and they're just gonna be like because it's set before everything else that happened. There's gonna be like, oh, hey, oh, there's a little nod something there. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wait, hello, oh, look, remember that guy? He's dead now, but he's not in this film because we're in the past. Yeah, there will be. I don't know. Black Widow's a weird. Like, when I watched that trailer,
I've not seen it. I don't watch trailers no more.
There's one thing, and it's one thing that I hate: TV shows, films, and it's just for me, it's a sign of bad writing, which is where the hero meets somebody and they fight them, or they have an argument with them, and they finish it off by saying something along the lines of, "Oh, good to see you again, brother." Like. Exposition! Like, they just have to, at the end of this weird fight, because nobody does that. I never walk up and be like, I never call my brother or my sister. Like, I don't do that.
Why not?
Because, thankfully, they have names, but, like, there's just one bit, and she's, like, fighting with the chick, and she's like, oh, what? I can't remember the exact line, but she's like, oh, thanks for the warm welcome, sis. And I was like, stop with the exposition. Don't. No, it's lazy. It's fucking lazy. And it's just ruined my whole expectations.
Taking the audience for being dumb.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
And like, it makes a great little bit of, oh my God, sister. Now I've got to go see the film. Well,
there's things in trailers that don't end up in films. They're just there for trailers, aren't they?
yeah, but this will.
Okay.
But no,
But
hopefully
like I
it
said,
doesn't.
I don't watch trailers anymore because they just ruin it. And thank you for ruining that little bit of.
Mate, it's not gonna. It's awful. It's
No.
Actually, to be
No.
fair, I do know. Yeah.
You've ruined it.
Yeah, but entertainment wise, more high level beef, music beef.
Such as,
Like,
give me an example. What
Wiley and Stormzy, that's going on now. No, all right. So last year we had. Oh wait, fuck. Was it last year? Drake and Pusha T. That was last year, wasn't it? Was that
Yeah.
28? Yeah.
Do you know what?
That was top level beef.
Last year was long.
Last
Like,
year?
I remember like I was watching a review of 2019 the other day,
Yeah.
and it had Luther, and I was like, "Fuck, was that last year?"
Shit, yeah. I feel like Luther hasn't been around
But it was
for
like-
ages.
But then I looked it up, and it was actually on New Year's Day.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, it
2019.
dropped. Yeah. It
But
did
that
drop.
just goes to
New
show
Year's Day.
how. But at the same time, it went quite quick. But at the same time, fuck.
I think the first half of the year went quite slowly, and then it got to kind of like maybe July, August time. They just fucking like just went off on the
Zetted.
But like but quality beef, like not Drake Meek Mill beef, Drake Pusha T beef, and like what's going on with Wiley and Stormzy right now is fucking hilarious.
That's weird, man. Because
It's not weird because Wiley just loves to beef people when he's got an album coming out.
Wiley's mental.
Wiley's mental, but the thing is, he still has the. Have you heard the tracks that he bought? He bought out
Not
two
yet,
tracks.
no.
So he bought out a track yesterday or day before. Stormzy bought out a track. No, it must have been way before that. He bought out a track. Stormzy bought one out on Monday, and he just bought out a new one today or last night. It's bars. The first Wiley track was alright. Like Wiley's always got bars. Stormzy's one was hilarious because it starts off with him talking about the time apparently he slapped up Wiley's brother in front of Wiley's dad, and then got on stage and performed with Wiley.
Wiley takes a lot of hits, man. Do you remember back in the day when I can't remember who
You
it
dated a
was.
14-year-old? No, wait, what?
Well, no. People started calling him my Kylie.
No, but for me, like what I'm enjoying right now is like the tracks of fire that are coming out, and that's all I want to see. Like nobody needs to get jumped at a fucking show. Like you only jump people if you're losing. Like don't resort to that. But just like back and forth. I just want to see some high profile beefs.
But do you know what the negative side to that is? Mm-hmm. You say you don't. It's people are only jumping when they're losing. I wouldn't even put it to that. I'd put it as far as someone who follows the person who's losing and would take it upon themselves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The whole hood mentality.
What's
and
more likely
all
to
that.
happen, I think.
Yeah, it is. And like, I just keep it. And like again, it's the usual stuff that everybody says. Keep it to music. Stop the violence, please. I'm just like once when they start jumping in, the violence starts. The beef usually ends pretty quickly, and I'm like, well, now we're not getting any more fire tracks. Like
You've ruined
no.
it. Fucking ruined it.
You've ruined it for everyone. You've ruined it for everyone. But like, yeah. Like we've not like music beef was weak over the last few years. It was really weak. Like after like Nas and Jay-Z, then Ja Rule and 50 Cent, like 50 Cent and Kanye, and 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather, and
50 Cent.
50 Cent and Argos. Like no, but like beef has been weak, and I want to see it come back. But yeah. As long as it provides fire. Like, I don't want to see shit people. I want to see, like, bad Barbie beefing somebody else at that level of shit.
Over the last year, there was a load of rappers that died, didn't they? They were either killed or died, whatever.
Yeah. In memoriam.
R.I.P.
No, I was thinking
guess.
of, like, the fucking Golden Globes when they do the old...
No, I know, but
Yeah.
that's what people are saying, it, R.I.P., even though they don't even mean it.
Yeah,
It's just
no.
what they say.
I
Anyway,
always find that weird.
I find
But
it
anyway,
weird.
carry on.
but yeah, it was all like, oh, did you hear so-and-so died? I was like, who?
Oh, mate. But this is the thing as well, and this is another, like, it's never going to happen, but I hope the bottom falls out of the internet music industry because anyone can make a fucking tune
This is what
now.
I'm saying, like, oh, and then you get all these people who are like,
Little Big Boy is dead.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's Little Big Boy? Oh, he had 3 tunes yesterday.
you know, his brother heard it, and then he sent it on to his boss, who was kind of into that sort of stuff, but
And then now it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
he's famous. He's viral. Yeah, so many died, and I was like, I genuinely don't care. And then a couple of times...
it's cold when you say it like that, but you're not wrong.
but like, let's be honest. Like, it's always sad when somebody dies.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't have to care for something to be sad.
Yeah.
But like a couple of times they'd be like, "Oh, so and so's dead." Like, never heard of them. I go back and I listen to them, and then I'll be like, "Nope, they were terrible." The one that I was XXX Temptation, XXX Triple X.
That geezer, I
guy.
know you're talking about, yeah.
But I'd never. I was like, "Nah, fuck that guy. I don't want to listen to him." Basically, because people were like saying, "Oh, he's like the new Tupac," and the minute I hear somebody being like lauded, I'm like, "Nah, I'm not going to listen to you." Like, it's just me being a dick, but But shortly, like maybe like a week before he died, somebody sent me one of his tracks, and it was fucking fire.
So then you were devoed.
And then a week later, he was dead, and I was like, "Oh,"
You were
because I
proper
went,
devoed.
yeah, because I went and listened to the album, and I was like, "You know what? This album's a fucking banger." And then he died, and I was like, "Oh, no more music from him." Then I was like, "Shit." No, seriously, like, and if you have listened to that album, I would genuinely question mark album. I can't remember what it's called. But there's some fucking banging tracks on there.
My general rule of thumb is if they have at least one face tattoo, then I don't care about them because they're a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Wheezy.
He's the one that made that possible.
Trying to get people to emulate you.
Then you end up with Takeshi 6ix9ine. I want to see more rappers snitching in 2019.
I want to see more snitches.
I want to see more snitches because...
I want to see more snitches because that means more stitches.
That's one thing I want to see for 2020. What the hell happens to that dude when he finally gets released? Because there's rumours that he's already got a record deal waiting for him when he comes. But what are you going to talk about, bro? You can't talk about that thug life because we know you're not about that life. You've got nothing. Life. And you are not lyrically astute enough to be like a deep, conscious MC. So what are you talking about, bro? What's it going to be? Oh, fucking the memes that came from that were fucking hilarious. Like everybody was just anything. I remember seeing like Premier League football memes, like picture of Takeshi 6ix9ine like, yo, I've got the starting lineup for Wolves next week. It reached far and wide, and that is when social media is beautiful.
I guess so.
It is.
Okay, all right. So I'll accept it sparingly.
Yeah, of course.
If it's every single major event that happens, or not even major event, any single event that happens that makes it onto the news.
Yeah.
I don't want to see memes for all of them.
No. Unless like,
and the problem
before you do it, just think: is this high quality?
Yeah, I had this conversation with someone else the other day. It's kind of related, but not really. But it just reminds me that all these sort of popular culture brands and companies and whatnot that bring you this news and info. It's got to the point where it doesn't even matter if it's... I mean, Denzel Washington said this. It doesn't even matter if it's true. As long as you're the first one to get it out, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want facts. Like Rafa, I want facts.
Do you know what? It's interesting. I saw a trailer for a film yesterday, and it was about a guy, basically... And it's kind of what you talk about. This is before social media. It happened back in 1996, before the 1996 Olympics. There was a dude who, I think he was like a security guard or something. He was like a security guard at university or something like that. And he was helping out for the Olympics. And he found 3 bombs in a park. Like somebody planning to bomb the Olympics. So he found the bombs in the park, reported it, got people out of the park, whatever. And, this guy's a hero. And then the media, I think, and it's probably standard practice, like the FBI... did this guy do it himself? You got to rule out everything. But the media picked up and ran with it. That, like, this guy had done it himself to make himself look like a hero. They basically branded him as one of those, one of those security guards that wants to be have a go hero, wanted to be a cop or whatever. Fucking ruined him as well. Ruined him. Like, all across America, they were just slating him. And in the end, some other guy confessed to it. Like, wasn't him, nothing to do with him, but... like completely ruined
Leave
him.
This man alone. It was me.
He was so moved.
This poor guy. He's like, his life is ruined.
He was just like, he didn't do it. How do you know? Just trust me. He didn't do it. He didn't do it because I did. Oh shit. Oh no. But it's that kind of thing. Like they were desperate for an angle and they wanted to be the first. Like I can't remember who it was. It was someone big, like maybe NBC or a certain newspaper, like Washington Post or something. But they literally the moment they heard a snippet, they just ran with the storyline, and it was fucked up. I mean, he got a shitload of money in libel suits, so it turned out alright for my man. But Richard Jewell coming out at some point, directed by Clint Eastwood. Have a watch. Little plug there for Clint Eastwood. He's welcome.
Is that really happening?
No, yeah. That's what the film's called. That's what the film. Because like I said, I watched the trailer, and when they always hype it up because it's a true story. I was like, I've never heard this guy before. And the dude that's playing him, he's quite a big dude. I was like, oh, it's like an everyday guy. What did he do? And then I went and looked it up. Because I actually wanted to see whether he was guilty in the end. Because, again, even when you're watching the trailer, you're like, oh, yeah, this guy fucking planned it all, didn't he? He fucking planned it all to make himself look like a hero. But he didn't. But, yeah, I'm tired of this trouble. Like, let's TMZ. Like, people, stop sending shit to TMZ. Yeah. I guess they must pay handsomely. Like, they must pay fucking handsomely because the exclusives and scoops that they get. Like, people are just saying, like, fuck my job. I'm a security guard. I'm going to release footage to TMZ. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, just mind your business in 2019. Like, all right, if somebody punches their wife in an elevator, cool. Like, send that to the police, not TMZ, to the police.
To the police.
To the police.
I believe this is a police matter.
Yeah. But if a fucking Premier League footballer is having a wank into a coconut bottle in his hotel room, leave it alone. Don't send that to anybody.
Send it to me. I know people.
Like, oh, good. But, yeah. What about, you need to say entertainment-wise, what do you want to see more of?
I want to see more of... You right there, mate? Are they? What, getting you down? Come on, you can talk about it. You can talk about it to me. I'm your friend.
I can't even talk because I got a mouth full of fucking Cavossier. Because we do it big out here.
Bling, bling.
I've got a stack of fucking bills that I can use as a phone. You can't see me right now, but I've got a stack of £50 notes and I'm using it as a phone.
Money team.
Yeah. I've got two. Because people usually talk with two phones to their ears in real life.
2 deals being made. Can't just make one deal, that's slacking.
I'm on my money, making money.
You heard? Yeah, entertainment. One thing I've noticed, and this isn't just like the last year, it's every time people will say, oh, you need to watch this, and it's usually like a BBC like feature length
Drama or something. Yeah.
The ending is so underwhelming.
Yeah.
So I want to see like this epic thing that's advertised for months on end, and then when it gets to the climax of the program, it's satisfying.
Yeah, and this is the problem because now they've always got an eye on another season.
Yeah.
I want somebody to come out with a plan and be like, look, this is only going to be 1 season or 2 seasons or 3 seasons.
Make plans for your second season, but make sure you care about this first one first.
Yeah, but I want stuff to end where it's supposed to end now as well. Because they'll do a show and they'll be like, there's some shows that would have been great as just 1 season, completely and utterly closed off. But then they're like, you know what, people are loving this, let's leave it a little bit open. Like, yeah, make your plans, like, 3 seasons and done or so. Yeah, I'm tired of underwhelming endings.
Yeah.
Like,
well, War of the Worlds, did you watch that?
No, I didn't. No.
With, Brave Spall.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, it's just such a dead ending. I'm like, surely there's more episodes, and there wasn't. And I was like, I could do better than this.
People said the same thing about that Dracula that just came out. They were like, the first 2 episodes were fucking fire, and that final episode was dead.
I planned on watching it, but I was apprehensive because of that very reason.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I'm like, I love Dracula. I love watching Dracula shit, like, but I'm like, do I even want to bother? Like, it's got great writers, it's got a good cast, it seems to tick all the boxes, but like overwhelmingly, the general consensus was this was a 2-episode show that was stretched into 3.
Or even like even if you're going to have an underwhelming ending, don't build it up as much as you do. Like, because I have a problem with like the amount of I mean, with BBC, it's a bit.
Obviously, it's different. Yeah,
it's a bit different because they don't have adverts.
Yeah. But everybody else does.
Yeah, like, don't like build it up to be the next best TV show.
Yeah.
That's going to live on for the ages.
Yeah.
When you're not that confident in your ending. And they must, like, these are professional writers. They must look at this and think, could we do better?
Yeah, I mean, I again, like you look at Game of Thrones, like everybody was well disappointed, and I'm
you don't watch Game of Thrones, do you?
I started it. I haven't finished yet. I'm like on season 3 or whatever. But like, did you really look at season 8 and be like, "Yeah, we've hit it. We've done it. We've hit this. We've hit this." Like for me, season 8 should have been written 2 or 3 years ago. It was sitting on a shelf, just ready for the time when they neneeded it.
Yeah, I had a couple of problems with season 8. It was the way it ended and
the Starbucks cup.
People got way too emotional about that.
It's
cup.
true. It really is true. Like people were just, oh my god, there's a cup. There's fucking dragons in it, mate. The Starbucks cup isn't that far fetched.
No care has been put into this season whatsoever. They've ruined it.
Acting like they've never fucked up at work and forgotten to attach something to an email.
Yeah, like. But
But yeah, two. Yeah,
At the same time, I see where they're coming from. Cause
no, but it's all right to be a little one, like, but not even annoyed about it. Just be like, oh, that's a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's an eye roller at most.
Exactly. Did it ruin the plot for you?
Yeah.
Like,
and tell the truth, you didn't notice it first time round.
no, exactly. Nobody did until you saw it on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, because I watched The Mandalorian, and I think there's a thing. I think it's like episode 4 where like a boom mic comes into shot. Somebody even told me about the boom mic, and I still didn't fucking see it. I still didn't see it. Somebody told me before I watched the episode. Still didn't see it. Went back, watched it again. I was like, oh yeah, there it is.
Did it affect the story?
Oh no, it did. It really did, because it like deflected a bullet that was meant for his head. No, it didn't. It didn't ruin the story at all. It was
The only thing that can save us now are boom mics, and they're extinct. It's like, oh,
the Great Boom Mic War of '62.
there's one. All right.
Doo-dum, 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 doo-dum.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I make it look like a boom mic is slowly coming into shot.
Great for
Painting a picture. It's a very visual medium podcast.
great for strictly audio.
I'm doing the hand movements and everything.
And even I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, and do you know what? Like, oh god, just the volume of TV shows.
There's so much.
Slow it down.
so
Slow
much.
it down. Because like, there's so many things that I'm like, I don't get interested or excited about stuff anymore, because I'm like, if I don't watch that, I'll watch something else. I'm not there. Like, I'm just like I'm kind of interested. I want to watch The Witcher. I'm like, I like that fucking sword and fucking fantasy shit. Like, oh, I'm into that. I want to watch it, but like, I'm not that hyped for it. So, and I'm like, I might get round to it, but something better might come along that I'll watch instead. Or there's other things that I've got already waiting on my list. Like, I'm not gassed about stuff anymore.
I would imagine it's not catered only for the game players, people who have played the game.
No. A couple of people I know have watched it and they knew nothing about the games or the books. So
because they're putting it on a broader medium.
Yeah. Like,
So,
Marvel taught people that it's not just fans.
Yeah,
like,
I want to give it a go. I mean, but the other day I tried starting Jack Ryan. I couldn't.
I liked Jack Ryan. No, it did start slow. But see, I still haven't watched season 2. Season 2 came out months ago, and this is another thing. So much content comes out that between seasons of a show, you will completely lose interest in that show, because you're just like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'll get round to it when I get round to it.
Yeah. One thing I've been thinking about when I've been watching these programs is, back in the day they were made. A bit of coke with your brandy, mate.
Brandy and Coke, bro. It's a legit fucking pairing.
Or in the 80s.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Absolutely fucking not.
What was I saying?
Back in the day, these TV shows.
Yeah, they weren't made with modern technology in mind, like phones. The amount of time I've started a series and I'm just like, let me just see what's on my phone, and then I'm embroiled.
Yeah.
I miss half the thing, and I miss half the stuff that's.
There's very few shows that captivate me enough that I'm not looking at my phone. Like, I kind of developed a thing where I have this weird thing anyway, because it really annoys Mrs. Like, fucking, I'll be on my phone. She's like, oh, I'm funny, you don't even know what's happening. And I'll be like, well, actually, I do. And then I'll explain it fucking perfectly because I'm still paying fucking attention. Like,
Fuck you.
Yeah. Like, don't try that. But, yeah, there's very little that can, even movies now. But I think, to be honest, I think that's more down to us than it is down to media. Because even movies now, I'm just like, I get about halfway through it, I'm just like, oh, what's going on my phone?
That hand just reaches down.
Yeah. And it's not, there's lull points in movies. There's bits where you're kind of building plot, or you're kind of building up to next. Like, not every fucking part of a movie can be like on edge, tension, plot development going on. There has to be kind of, character building, world building, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just as soon as it lulls a little bit, you're like, whoop, hello.
Yeah. I guess so. So yeah, underwhelming endings.
Underwhelming, and yeah, let's leave those in 2019. Let's leave those in that last decade.
What about sport?
Sport-wise,
I don't want to see Liverpool win this league.
I've been gearing myself up. I'm girding my I'm every day I'm like doing mantras and like trying to get myself. I'm preparing myself for it. In my head, they've already won the league, so hopefully when it becomes official, I won't be as annoyed. I'm just hoping that they don't go unbeaten for the season. That's the most I'm hoping
That's
for.
one thing I want to. But also, the main reason I don't want them to win the league is because they've not won the Premier League.
Yeah. That's it.
And I just think, just troll them. Just like someone come in. Yeah. That's why I
hope they win everything but the Premier League.
Yeah.
I hope they get FA Cups. I hope they get EFL Cups, Champions League, Super World Cups, Europa Leagues, but just not the Premier League.
I could be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine the noise they're going to make once they do? It's going to be unbearable.
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely terrible. But the other thing that's a problem is I really like Jurgen Klopp's. I like him as a manager. Yeah, no, he's a bit of a prick. He is a bit of a prick, but I do like his management style.
He is one of the biggest fucking wankers I've ever seen.
He's sly. Life. He's sly. The thing is, he's sly about it. Everyone thinks, and I'm sure he is a nice guy in certain areas.
He's pulled the wool over so many people's eyes because
he's no better than Pep.
Because he shows his teeth all the time.
He's no better than Pep or Mourinho when it comes to being a dick. He's no better, but he hides it more.
When he celebrates a goal and he gets all angry and he's like he's
and he gurns like he's like the fucking Knight of Ket. Like,
what are you doing? What are you doing? Behave sensibly.
Oh, and he loves to complain to that fourth official. He loves having a word with the fourth official, doesn't he?
No, he's such a... Don't get me started on him because he's a fucking idiot. I hate him.
I genuinely, I think, I do think he presents a nice guy front. But again, if you're going to be a top manager, you need that steel. But I think... It's not even that he presents a nice guy front. It's just the way that people love to laud him on that side of it.
Can't trust Germans, man.
Well...
But to be fair, Hitler was Austrian.
But this is the thing. The fact that you have to go back to 1939 to name a German you shouldn't trust, who's not even a German, well, I think we should give him a little bit of leeway now.
Surely there's someone since then.
Not out of the normal realms. You could say Angela Merkel, politicians, whatever. But I don't think there's been a truly I don't know, where was Blofeld from in James Bond? No, Swiss. See, he wasn't even fucking German.
He wasn't even German, and he's fictional.
German. Well, mate, I'm trying to help you here. Let's not nitpick, shall we? Let's not nitpick.
All I'm saying is he's a dickhead. I fucking hate him. Klopp, that is. Hitler as well. Hitler's a fucking bastard. But Klopp, he can suck my left one.
Hitler single-handedly, I'm pretty sure he single-handedly wiped the name Adolf off the map. There is nobody else that's been that fucking evil that people refuse to name their kids that. That is dead as a name.
I can't remember who said it, but every time I think about it, I piss myself laughing. He goes, I often think about back in when Hitler was a kid, before he started all that nonsense, and there'd be a neighbour of the Hitlers. And there'd be a note on the fridge just gone to the Hitlers.
But that's it, because I'm pretty sure literally anyone that was ever even remotely related to Hitler changed their name.
Yeah.
But and again, I'm not 100% sure how popular a name it was in Germany at the or in Austria, Germany, in Bavarian.
It'd be interesting to look up.
Yeah. I actually did one time, but that was fucking years ago. I was looking up the history of Night Spy. It was actually really fucking weird, and it was pretty interesting. Because obviously it didn't start with him. It's been around. It was around for hundreds of years before he got
some good
there.
ideas.
Yeah, No, the thing that was hilarious about it was founded by, basically artists that wrote scientific papers. I'm like, does that not ring alarm bells? This guy's a fucking artist and he's writing papers as if they're scientific facts. And you're like, yeah, it seems legit. Wow, that was part of the early on, but I don't remember exactly. But again, it wiped that name off the map. There's still kids called Saddam. You see well, I suppose they're older people now, so maybe before thinking, but nobody else has fucking, apart from maybe Genghis Khan. I don't think there's Genghises around anymore. But that might have just been time.
Or Khans.
There's no Khans. No.
There's absolutely no Khans whatsoever.
None of them that live at number 42.
That's Kumar's, you dickhead.
Oh shit, it is. Oh, that's madly racist. Or maybe I just didn't watch the show. Either one, you decide.
I'm saying you're racist.
That's fine.
You fucking... you bigot.
I had a thought the other day.
Did it hurt? Go on.
Oh, well, that showed me. I was thinking about, like the terms like Islamophobia, homophobia, transphobia and stuff like that. Like, they're not factually accurate because, phobia is a fear of something and sometimes it's through fear, but it's through hate. The person that used homophobia as the term and did not call it Gasism is an idiot. Surely it should have been called Gasism.
I'm a proud gasist.
Exactly.
Well, that's gasist.
That's gasist. Think about it. Like, that made more sense. None of this, they just hate us because we're scared. Gasism is an amazing term. I don't support it. It shouldn't be in the world, but if you've got to call it something, that's what you should call it.
It's a fantastic term.
Thank you. So all I wanted was a little validation.
And you just got it from your friend.
Oh. But yeah, so we're saying Hitler was bad, basically. That was the whole point of that little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the original point was. Jurgen Klopp.
We're likening Klopp to Hitler.
Yeah.
He's got an agenda.
I mean, I don't want to get into the whole, like, what I personally want to see from the teams that I support and stuff like that.
You've got no chance, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to get into that because it's very, like, in the wider world in general. Complain about VAR, but stop focusing on it in Match of the Day. We know.
The two aren't.
The general world complain about VAR, but we know now. Like, talk about it, but like, it just seems like every fucking Match of the Day match are like, oh yeah, we need to talk about the VAR
because every match is affected by VAR.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but don't make it the main point.
It's not in the way that it was intended, though. That's the
but I don't care. But like, there's like fucking 7 matches on Match of the Day of an evening. I don't want VAR to be the main point of all of them. Make it a main point. If a fucking team lost because of VAR, they didn't get a last minute equaliser.
The reason they talk about it is because it affected the game massively.
Bro, if City won 5-0 and VAR ruled off the 6th one, it doesnesn't fucking matter. It does not fucking matter.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't.
But they do. No, they do. They fucking do.
What match of the day are you watching?
They fucking do. The
one with Alan
the Sunday
Shearer.
one. not the Gary Lineker one. Not the Gary Lineker one.
The Gary Lineker one. Oh, isn't it fucking annoying when he doesn't do it?
Yeah,
like when it's on a Saturday night and you're gearing up for it and you're like, oh, fucking Gabby Logan.
Mate, it's fucking annoying when he doesn't do it on a Sunday. And I know he's not going to be there. It's still annoying.
But to be fair, Chappers is alright though.
Nah, he is. He does. And he knows his thing. He knows his place. He knows who he is. No, he knows his stuff. I like. The thing is, I like Chapman as well because like Chapman's been around for a long time and he's worked his way up to that spot. Fully deserves it. Like Chapman's he's a good dude. Yeah.
But yeah, when it's not Gary.
When it's not Gary, it hurts. It does. And I'm just like, why? What the fuck are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Like,
that's when the hand goes in the pocket and gets the phone out.
Yeah. But I'm like, you've got the whole fucking summer off.
Yeah.
Like, where are you? What? Family wedding? Fuck off, mate.
He doesn't do a match of the day over Christmas because he always goes away to LA or whatever.
I don't give a fuck. What's he going? What to meet? See his brother? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. See your brother on a Wednesday. It's one night, mate.
Skype, motherfucker.
Exactly. It's one fucking night of live TV. Just do it.
Your public needs you, man.
Fucking hell. I guess I want to see less Graham Souness.
Man, fuck that guy. There are a few people.
Less Souness, more Souness memes though. Like, but the two, they go hand in hand. Like,
the blurred thing.
The blurred one. There was one about fucking America. He's like, yeah, sure, America may have done this first strike against Iran, but what about Iran's history of funding supported terrorism? And the thing you have to ask yourself is, where was Pogba in all of this?
What was he doing?
I love that, the way it always just comes back to Pogba, no matter what the meme is.
There are a few pundits where you just need to... Do you know who my biggest gripe is?
Who?
Keown.
Yeah, I don't like Keown.
Martin Keown. For some reason, for someone who's been in football for the majority of his life...
Or played at a high level, yeah.
He does like to make metaphors with other sports quite a lot. He's like a quarterback, isn't he? Always he's like a whatever basketball players do. He'll revert to any other sport other than football. Rather than saying, "Oh, he's such a good defensive midfielder," he'll say he's like a quarterback.
He's not. He's never thrown a ball in his life.
Shut up, bro.
He's never thrown a ball in his fucking life, mate. To be honest, pretty much any ex-Arsenal player aside from Ian Wright. Like
Lee Dixon.
Dixon,
Chat
Dixon. He chats so much shit. To be honest, Alan Smith as well. Fucking Alan Smith.
I've hated Alan Smith from early, bro.
I didn't mind him at first. I think FIFA lulled me into a false sense of security.
When Andy Gray
And old Keezy
got sacked, it was doomsday for me for Sky Sports commentary because Alan Smith was the go-to guy.
Yeah, of course.
They tried a few people, like Ray Wilkins did it. R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Ray Wilkins did it a few
Wilkins
times.
always had a cool, calm, level head.
Yeah.
Like I liked a bit of Wilkins.
And there was a couple of others, but they always seem to go back to Alan Smith. I always maintained the opinion of if your job is talking for a living,
Don't be boring.
don't have
The worst voice.
a speech impediment.
I don't even think it's a speech, but I think he's just so lazy and laid back. His mouth doesn't form words properly.
He can't say his arse properly. He can't say his arse
I
properly.
can't remember what accent he's got now. I'm not gonna
And
do an
another thing that
impression.
annoyed me about him was he'll make a statement about someone, like he's gone a little bit too early there, Jones. Every time he'll say
Just in case you don't know what he's talking
he'll
about.
say the player at the end of the sentence. Who talks like that apart from Yoda?
Just in case, to make sure that you know the player, like, because there was only one player
Say
going
it
early.
at the
but
start then.
Yeah, Jones has gone a little.
Jones has gone a little bit too early there.
It's like he thinks that the people he's talking to aren't watching the match.
It's like he's pointing at a screen. He's gone a bit too early there.
Yeah. He's like, oh wait, sorry.
Jones. Jones.
Yeah. I mean, there's guys that I don't mind. Like, yeah, I don't mind Ian Wright. Just for the, he has a bit of bants.
Uncle
Obviously, Neville Carragher, fucking revelations in the game. I don't mind a bit of Jermaine Genius. I don't mind a bit of Jermaine Genius. I do not mind a bit of Jermaine Genius. I think he makes some good points.
I do not.
Like his analysis.
I do not, and we'll agree to disagree with
We'll agree to disagree. We'll move on to who's the Scottish dude that they have on BT Sport? That's usually up there with Genius and stuff. The old striker. Was he a striker? Like a Celtic or whatever.
Not Craig Burley.
No. Does he do commentary?
He does commentary.
Oh.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, he was a manager as well.
Talk amongst yourselves. This is the name of the podcast, by the way.
Oh yeah, we did not introduce.
We did not introduce this. First episode 1, proper, because we've done like about 5 or 6.
This is like the 6th one or something like that.
Yeah. We've been doing a few.
Chris Sutton. No, wait, hang on.
He's not
it Sutton?
Scottish.
No, wait, hang on.
But fuck that guy and all.
No, wait, hang on.
Michael Owen, Chris Sutton, Robbie Savage.
No,
Owen
it's Sutton.
Hargreaves.
Fuck, he's not Scottish, is he?
He's not Scottish.
He's not Scottish.
Fuck that guy.
Why do I think he was Scottish?
Because he played in the SPL.
That's why, yeah. Probably.
He did play.
I find it hard to believe anybody outside of Scotland goes to play there.
He did play for Celtic. You were right there.
It was yeah. All right, fine. Yeah, bollocks to him.
He chats so much breeze, it's unbelievable. That was a long pause of nothingness there, wasn't it?
No, we'll cut it out so they won't know.
Will we?
We will. We'll cut it out. They won't know. Do they know it's Christmas after all?
I was reading the lyrics to that the other day.
Go on.
It's kind of ignorant.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The most famous lyric from that, no one's ever stopped and thought, that's not how weather works. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas. Nobody fucking wants it. Nobody fucking... and no matter how much money you raise, you can't bring snow to Africa. Because that's not how snow fucking works. You don't pay for snow. They're acting like that is the biggest injustice in Africa, is that there's no snow.
There's a lyric about water as well. That I think this is... You can't say this these days.
Let's find the lyric, shall we? Let's find the lyric about water.
You do realise we've got to keep all this in now because it's all linked.
Yeah, but we can cut out short pauses and the talk amongst yourselves, and we'll probably cut out all of it.
You probably won't release this.
We'll probably go to all of it.
Hang on, I've got it. I've actually
Probably
got it
not. I mean,
in my library.
Where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears.
That's it.
And also, the fact is, there's fucking rivers in Africa. There's places where there's not much water, but there is fucking water.
Build a well.
Also, where in Africa? Where in Africa are you concentrating your efforts? It's a fucking continent.
That's the greatest part of it. Africa is... That was when Africa was
just
one
one country. Yeah. And I sincerely believe that's one of the main reasons that people think Africa is just a country. Yeah. There is literally a book called Africa is Not a Country because of that song. Like, I bought that book for my kids. Like, it's called Africa is Not a Country. Because, for fuck's sake, like, that song. Like, this is the thing that I always think about, though. Because it was well-meaning. It was ignorant but well-meaning. And do we cancel people this year for people that try and do things, but they make a mistake? Or do we just try and educate them? I don't know. I think you have to take it on a case-by-case basis, probably.
I think we cancel the term cancelling someone. Because you're not cancelling them. What, are you just deleting them from existence? Shut up.
Also, I don't think anyone should be cancelled. The redemption should always be an option. Yeah. Redemption should always be an option. People can change.
Okay, we're redeeming this person.
Well, let's see if they redeem themselves. If they stick to their guns, then alright, fuck them.
You have been redeemed.
Isn't that a lyric?
No.
Like a fucking George Michael song or something? I don't know, maybe not. Alright, never mind. But I'm just like actually this he didn't get cancelled, but it was fucking hilarious. Did you see Michael Moore when he went on he might have gone on Twitter or something saying that he'd sent a message to the supreme leader of Iran begging them not to go to war? And you're like, who are you? Like, why are you so convinced of your own power in this? Like, if he'd have said, I've gone to the American president, fine. They fucking love you in America. They don't give a fuck about you in Iran. Nobody knows who Michael... They're not watching Super Size Me in Iran. Like, the fuck?
He didn't make that one.
What? Michael Moore?
Michael Moore didn't make Super Size Me.
What did he make? No, who made Super Size Me? Maybe I'm saying the wrong name.
That ginger geezer. Michael Moore made Fahrenheit 9/11 and...
Shit, I don't know which one did it now. Fuck it.
417. Was it 417? His most recent one was about the...
I don't watch his shit anymore.
The electoral system in America.
Hang on.
That country's fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Bowling for Columbine, Fahrenheit 11/9. Yeah, him. Well, they're all the fucking same bleeding heart liberals. No, but he fucking I've messaged him. I've not even seen him in person. I've DM'd him.
I've given him a WhatsApp.
I've slid into his DMs.
I've tweeted Iran.
At Iran.
You up?
I've called Iran. And now they don't want war anymore. But he tried to do a nice thing. That's not a very good example. I just wanted to bring it up because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But people that try and do nice things but get it horribly wrong, let's just educate them on where they went wrong. They're not a subscription either.
A very proactive way of thinking there.
Thank you. I mean, it means nothing. It's not going to change anything. But
no. It's just two dickheads talking in a room.
Yeah, I'm just happy in the knowledge that I'm right.
And that's what this podcast is about, ladies and gentlemen. We are right. Everyone else is wrong. And while we talk, you can talk amongst yourselves.
And if you agree with us, then, welcome to the club.
Yeah. You are a talker. That thing? Should we make that thing?
What, a talker?
Yeah.
Oh, what, No. Fuck it. No. I hate that shit. Really? That's another thing I want to leave behind. Stop naming your fans. Fuck that. Don't want no beehives. Don't want no Barbies. I don't want no cumber bitches. Fuck that. Just fans. And this is another thing that I hate as well. Don't be fans of people. Be fans of the things that they do. I love fucking Common or Jay-Z, favourite artists. But I don't give a fuck about them because I don't know them. And so, because it's this whole standing thing, and no matter what that person does.
Fuck that term, by the way.
But it's there's no other term. There's no other term to describe these people that exist.
What? Huge fan.
No, this is beyond that. This is beyond huge fan. I'm like I remember like the missus used to be. She was a huge like it's beyond huge fan, like a stan of Beyonce. No matter what Beyonce did, no matter what she brought out, it was the fucking best. I'm like, come on, not every fucking song she releases is a top hit. Like you've got to admit, like, missed the mark a little bit on that one. But people don't, and they refuse. And like they'll do some stupid shit.
Oh, there is a term for that. Idiots.
But this is it. Like, stop. Like it's cool to be a fan of someone because you're like, I like what they do, or I like their views on the world, and they're like, I agree with their political views and stuff like that. But nobody is 100% fucking right 100% of the time. So do not be that. And like, no, we're not. No, if you like the show, you're just a fan of the show. Fuck that.
No, don't agree with you.
Although we will get T-shirts made up called "I'm a Talker."
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. So yeah.
So you've completely flipped on the.
No, don't refer to yourselves as that, but wear the T-shirt. Merchandise.
Merchandise.
Roadhouse.
T-shirt company.com. Sponsors pending.
Sponsors pending. Yeah, that's another thing. To be fair, I don't think there was much of it in 2000. I mean, there's still those dickheads about, but you didn't really hear about it that much in 2019. People naming their fans. Even they don't even have to name their fans anymore. They name themselves. So, like, if
That's
people do
them.
like this,
That's on them.
Yeah, that is on them.
If you name, okay.
If you name your own fans, you're a prick.
Yeah, if you name your own fans, then bore off.
If they name themselves, they're pricks.
Yeah, if you're a fan of us and you've swayed me, I think.
I think
so
because we talked amongst ourselves.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of us and you've named yourself, you've given yourselves a name, don't be fans of us. But still like and subscribe. Shit.
No, but this is the thing, like, and that's it. If you want to give yourself a name, I can't stop you. Can't stop you. If you're a fan of something, you want to give yourself a name, I can't stop you. Just don't be a dick about it, and that doesn't mean that you have to follow these people to the ends of the fucking earth and over the edge of a cliff. Like the popular Mega Drive game Lemmings. This show is sponsored by Lemmings.
Sponsored by Lemmings.
This show is sponsored by games of the past that no longer
Lemmings.
sell.
Fall off a cliff.
Although there are certain people that I wouldn't mind if they fell off a cliff.
Oh, go on.
Oh no, not specific people, like just people in general.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind if people in general started falling off cliffs. Just thin
general,
the herd.
You just hate the general public.
Yeah, just thin the herd. I don't think anybody. No, I'm just going too far.
Go on. No, you said it now. You started it.
No. I genuinely was going to say, I don't think anyone who hasn't deserved it has ever fallen off a cliff, but that's not true. That's not true at all. That is not true at all. It is deeply offensive. I'm not going to apologise, but that was the first thought that came into my head.
But to be fair, if you've been pissing about on cliffs.
To be fair,
you play with fire.
Yeah, I mean, if the rocks collapsed underneath you and you went, then I'm very sorry. But if you were fucking around on the cliff,
shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, I don't even fucking like cliffs. Like fucking going and stand on the edge of a cliff. Why? Fuck that.
Richard. Cliff Richard.
Oh, fuck him as well. Fuck him as well.
What other cliffs are there?
I don't know. There's an old actor called Lee Van Cleef. It's not exactly cliff, but it sounds like it though, doesn't it?
It's not the same.
Something's always. I've always felt like Cliff Richard was part of the Jimmy Savile Brigade.
Oh, he has definitely dabbled in the youngsters.
Yeah. Oh, Cliff Parisi, who played Minty in EastEnders. I didn't mind him.
Minty.
You recognise the face.
The potato.
Oh. Yeah, Cliff Richard as always. And you know what? Fuck you. You're not bringing any lawsuits against me. I'm not casting any aspersions. I personally feel like, I'm not saying he has done it. I've just personally felt like something dodgy there. Something dodgy.
Yeah, you can't be that weird and be in showbiz for that long without having done some sort of shady nonsense.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean, no, you can. Like, I don't feel like Tom Hanks has ever done that to anyone. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, but he's not weird though, is he?
Ah, fair. His fucking son is. Oh my god, did you see it?
No.
Are you fucking... Oh, God. Well, we're going to pause this. Talk amongst yourselves while I show him this.
I'm looking through a list of famous cliffs.
Dover?
And there are none.
It's a dying... I think Cliff Richard is the last one.
You got it right the first time. It's a dead name.
It's done. Wait, what the fuck is his name? Is it Chet?
His son, his name's
Chet Hanks. No, not Colin. Not Colin.
Colin.
Not that one.
Oh.
No, not Colin. There's another one. Have
There's
you never
another-
heard of his other song?
There's
That
another
was a
one
rapper.
to be continued. There's a rapper named Chet Hanks.
Well, it's his son. I use the term rapper as in he raps, not that he's a professional rapper and that's what he does for a job.
From what you've told me already, I bet Tom Hanks mentions him at every party.
This is the thing as well, because you know Tom Hanks has got that, you know, he has a certain image and a certain reputation.
He is sunny as fuck.
He doesn't, like, you know, somebody might bring it up in an interview and he's like, you know, like my son does whatever he does. He does not get drawn on what he thinks of what his son does. I know, Tom. I know that you think he's probably a fucking idiot. I know this for a fact. Mate, this was him at the Golden Globes.
Oh, I should have really.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chatana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Big Philip Father Tom Hanks presenting in a while, soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
Is it White Yardie?
Bro, White Yardy's probably pissed right about now because he's giving a very bad name to white people with accents. Like, and then obviously that went a little bit viral, so he decided.
Yo, big up the youth them way out of Kingston.
Who do you know in
This
Kingston?
morning, me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. The soon forward a yard. Booyaka, booyaka. Arr.
What is that noise at the end? I've never heard a Yardy man in my life go. "Rrrr." Fucking hell.
I'm lost for words, to be honest with you. When you say Tom Hanks, right? When you put the name,
That's American as apple pie, as
when
they
you
say,
put
bro.
the name Tom Hanks, this is Woody from Toy Story.
Bro, when you put the name, you don't even, not even just Hanks, just Hanks. As soon as that Hanks, because he's got the Hanks name.
As soon as exactly. As soon as you say Hanks, you think of Tom. An offshoot of that person is him.
How did it happen?
How did it happen? I'm trying to think of something that. There's got to be some sort of example where there's a successful person that's like in a film or a TV show.
His son isn't a prick. Oh, no, wait.
Who's like, there's like a. I mean, there's got to be. I can't think of any.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
They've got that one dickhead offspring that just fucks it up for everyone.
Bro, pretty much everybody who's ever been famous has got that dickhead offspring.
That's him in real life.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone famous that's got at least like 3 kids, one of them's just like, what the fuck is that?
This guy.
Well, yeah. Some of them have only got 1 kid. Like, some of them have only got 1 kid. The kid, you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is up with you? But
Jesus, that's thrown me. That came from Tom Hanks.
Exactly.
That's the thing
From
that's
Tom
thrown me.
Hanks's balls, mate.
Yeah.
That came from Tom Hanks's balls. Dear Lord.
Dear Lordy.
I just, like, let's leave that behind. Let's leave blackface and doing accents.
Yeah, if you're not from the area you're doing it, but to be fair, I'm good.
But there's
at them.
no, but there,
I'm
but this
really
is the
good
thing.
at them.
No, but this is the thing as well, because it's really weird. But you know, obviously some accents are really acceptable and others aren't. If you're doing an accent of a race that's predominantly white, it's fine. French, Italian, Irish, Scottish, Russian, they're all allowed. They're all fucking allowed. They are.
I'm shaking my head because I don't do those accents.
No, you don't do that. Exactly. You don't. You racist fuck. No, but I'm saying those accents, you could do them all day long and no one will say a thing.
Yeah.
You pull out an African accent, you're done. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even matter if it's a good African accent. I remember fucking Omid Jalili. He used to do an African accent and he used to do it pretty well. There's no way he's fucking pulling that out in his sets anymore. Not on telly.
No.
Unless, actually, no, Omid Jalili can still get away with it, and Russell Peters because they're people of colour. So, yeah. Because Russell Peters isn't great accents, but he fucking loves to pull those out.
Yeah, I know I'm sort of
Racist.
Yeah, I'm not racist. I just don't like.
I don't like certain people based on their
types
race.
of people because of a very specific attribute that they've got. I'm not racist. No,
As long as you don't ever pull them out on this podcast.
I really want to now.
You fucking don't. You fucking will not.
I know, I won't. Obviously, I won't. I only do it to people
of that race.
and I know
That's fine.
and I know that they're okay with it.
Yeah, don't just walk to a
random.
random.
I'm not going to start going up to some random and go.
You wanted to do an accent right then, you fucker. You wanted to do an accent right then.
I almost did.
Curb your enthusiasm.
It took every fibre of my being to stop myself. But I wouldn't just go up to a rando and do it to them. And be like, what do you think of that? Ahmed.
Or hopefully, even somebody that you know that you felt would not be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
I pick and choose my moment.
You see, this is the thing. I think like within your friendship circle, it's fine. Just don't put it on. Don't put it on social media. Like this thing with like fucking what was it like Benjamin Mendy and was it Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
Like
they're mates.
but to be honest, like cool. Like whatever your friendship is, whether I agree with it or not, that's your friendship.
Yeah.
But that's a WhatsApp thing. It's not a Twitter thing.
Yeah, true.
It's terror, like you know.
Yeah.
And like what Benjamin Mendy likes or what he doesn't like and what he allows his friends to do or say, that's completely and utterly down to him. Whatever he's comfortable with, like it's not that's not a judgment thing at all. Like friendship is a very
It's
very innate thing.
It was a dickhead move to put it on your Twitter when you are a famous person.
Yeah, and again, he probably didn't understand. I'm not making excuses for him. It's a stupid thing to do. Again, he didn't know the levels.
Yeah,
but you should. But yeah, like whatever happens between you two in private, that's you two in private. Like, and keep it there.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my friend once at work, and
was one of you from the place you were doing the accent of?
Yeah.
All right, fine. There you go. That's fine.
I got complained about by someone else who wasn't involved in the conversation.
Oh, but overheard it.
Yeah.
No.
This was offensive to me.
Were they from the place that you're doing the accent of?
No. And also, and I went up to him, I was like, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking around you. You just happened to hear it. I said, what we talk about is between me and him.
Yeah. Also, this is another thing we need to like stop getting offended on people's behalfs without first checking with the people that should be offended.
Yes.
If you hear something and you're like,
Sister.
I think that's offensive to Muslims, check with a Muslim first before you start fucking kicking up a parade. And then just back the Muslims that are complaining. Don't try and lead the charge.
Yeah, this has already been said.
I'm sorry, I'm mainly talking to white people here. I have to say it.
Fuck you,
I have
white
to.
people. This has already been said somewhere, probably.
Yeah, of course.
But people that are that overtly offended by things are usually so afraid of not saying anything and then being.
Yeah, they don't want to be that themselves.
They don't want to be. They don't want to be their silence to be interpreted as they agree with
agreement.
It.
Yeah.
They're overcompensating for the fact that they know it's probably offensive to someone somewhere, but because it didn't strike a chord with them as much as it should have, or then they've got to go, oh, that's
just to kind of prove they're not racistness or not homophobicness.
Exactly.
Which are both words. Racidness.
Racisness and gaysisness.
Gaysisness, exactly. We're bringing it in 2020. Gasism 2020. That's just sounds like I'm about to go on a massive hate campaign. But yeah, I'm just like, because sometimes you just get it completely wrong. Sometimes people just get it completely wrong and they end up like making a big deal out of something that wasn't a big deal in the first place. Just like, I don't really like. There's been plenty. Are you not angry about that? No. I'm not. Genuinely, I give zero fucks about it. Yeah. I'm tired of having to give a fuck all the time, to be honest. I pick and choose my battles now. I'm saying that quite a lot recently. I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm tired of having to give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, actually, maybe I should be happy that people are willing to give a fuck on my behalf if I can't be bothered.
Right.
God, I think we've been going on for a while now.
We have been, fucking well over an hour.
All right, but yeah. So this is the end of the official first episode.
Episode
Talk
1
About
proper.
Yourselves. Season 1.
Are we doing seasons?
Episode 1. I don't know. Probably. Because like fucking like Christmas or summer holidays when we take a fucking like when we go away and leave the country, like mate, we'll make it up as we fucking go along. What the fuck do I look like? I'm not Leo Cohen. Shout outs to Def Jam in the 90s.
I was gonna say
that was a
fucking
proper,
reference. That was a deep cut.
That was an old school reference. Like that was a mad old school reference.
Yeah. So anyway,
this
has been Talk Amongst Yourselves. Should I Do the socials. The one social.
I was thinking maybe we should have introduced ourselves like way back at the beginning. I'm Flows. I am.
And I am gay.
Gay. Shout out to Blue Streak.
What a film.
You could never make that joke nowadays. You could never.
I've been watching old classic Simpsons episodes, and the amount of homophobic stuff that's in them. Like,
Wait. Homophobic or homophobic?
Oh.
Wee. Pew, 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 pew,
This
pew.
podcast is over.
This podcast is over. That's what Simpsons like. This dream is over. I can't remember what episode it's from. He's dreaming.
There was a whole episode about someone being gay, and Homer was so offended by it.
Yo, the one that hangs out with Bart. What's his name? It's like Zap.
John.
Yeah.
Zap.
I'm not gonna lie. John was cool as fuck.
He
Like,
was.
John was fucking cool. Even like, yeah. Like, I was just like, yo, John seems like a really cool guy to hang out with. Like, I didn't get Homer's beef at all.
Ignorant, that's what it was.
No, it was. It really was.
I
But
can't tell whether it was genuine ignorance of the time or whether it was the writers
trying to make a point
playing
about
on that.
But it was kind of playing on that because it ended up it was Homer overreacting.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that, again, now looking back, oh fuck, I can't get into this now.
I know, yeah.
Sorry, it's like there's like an episode of like everyone always points out the episode of Friends where like Ross and Rachel get a male nanny. And Ross freaks the fuck out. And they're like, Ross is such a dickhead. Ross is such a dickhead. The whole point of the episode was to show how much of an overreaction, how stupid it was. Because the guy was not only a great nanny, he was a fucking cool dude that helped them all out in their lives.
Yeah.
Like, you missed the total point of it.
Do you think people saying that now, like people saying you can't say that, or people don't dare say things like that in things these days,
Yeah.
it's because people are too stupid to realise that they're making that point.
No, it is. And it's people that were not there at the time.
Yeah.
That were not there at the time. Because I don't think, as to the best of my knowledge, and even watching like talk about that Friends episode, for me the butt of the joke was never that a guy was a nanny. It was the reactions to him as a nanny, which again by the end of the episode would prove to be totally unfounded. So but like again with that Simpsons episode, I think the whole point of the episode was that Homer completely and utterly overreacted, and there was nothing for him to worry about. Like Bart was hanging out with him, he picked up some of his mannerisms and wanted to be cool like this guy that he met because like he kind of idolized him and stuff like that. I think people do miss the point.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Talk Amongst Yourselves. We've gone like an extra zap, y'all. We've gone like an extra 10-15 minutes of trying to wrap this up.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Please listen.
Please. For our children's sakes.
My kids need to eat.
Yeah.
I've given up my job for this and my wife is not happy.
We are in deep water at the minute. We are on thin ice as well. Say two analogies. Thin ice. Thin ice is probably better.
We're on thin ice that's on top of deep water.
If that ice cracks, we are in banging trouble.
And there's sharks.
Yeah, they're circling.
And other analogies of that nature.
So please listen, get us some money, please.
I can't afford SMA milk.
Fuck.
Which is weird because, oh shit. No, fuck it. This is the end of the episode. Like, fuck that.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back
next
week.
Socials.
We'll be back next week. Socials are at Talk Amongst Pod. What else is there?
Talk amongst with a T at the end. I know you people don't know how to fucking spell.
Yeah, you pricks.
We don't have an Instagram. We don't have a Facebook. We're just on Twitter for now.
Just on Twitter for now, depending on our following.
We'll build it up and then maybe we'll go onto Instagram. I don't think we'll go on Facebook. Maybe we will go on Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
Mate, do you know what's funny about... No, stop it. Stop getting sidetracked. Right. This has been Talk Amongst Yourselves. Thank you for listening.
Hashtag Talk Amongst Yourself Pod. Email us at talkamongstpod@gmail.com.
Oh yeah, do that as well.
Do that. Give
us
feedback.
Anything. Literally email us about anything.
Feedback, suggestions, questions.
It doesn't even have to be feedback.
Anything.
Like, just stuff that you want to ask Google. Email it to us.
We'll
reply. We will reply. I guarantee you.
We have got nothing else
until we get too big for our boots and think we're better than all the people that listen to us.
Then fuck you, talkers.
We're going with it. You're talkers now.
We're talkers.
Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace. That was a terrible ending.